Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Michael Nichols. I am the military director here for F45. Um, Today, I have a very special guest here that I'd like to share with you guys. But before we do, I would like to let you know a little bit about F45 and a little bit about our Veterans Impact Program and how Rafeal is here today. So, for those that don't know, F45 Training is one of the fastest growing fitness franchises in the world. It originally originated from Australia and has grown to become a global phenomenon. Over 2,000 studios in 60 plus countries around the world, and there's no stop in the near future. Back in January of 2020, we created the Veterans Impact Program to help active duty and veteran service members convert their military experience into the fitness industry with us here at F45. And I'd like to just quickly talk about those initiatives, and then we'll get into talking about how we ended up here today. So first and foremost, there's like 5 lanes that we have. The first is employment for active duty or veterans, helping service members, regardless if they're certified personal trainers or not, prepare to get employed by an F45 studio. That's number 1. Number 2 is internship. This is for active duty service members. We created a 12-week long DoD approved skill bridge program, which allows service members that are on active duty to get orders at an F45 studio, to come work at the F45 studio, to get on the job training, to include getting their fitness certifications before they get out of the military. That's number 2. Number 3 is the apprenticeship is for veterans that work for F45 that are currently coaches in the network. We put them on a 2.5, 3-year roadmap so they become master fitness trainers. They get their DoD, their VA benefits to include their housing stipend. So basically, essentially go to college and work at the same time to become a master fitness trainer. Number 4 is ownership. Service members that want to fast track and just get straight into ownership. We have military incentives to help service members do that. And the last but not least lane, probably it's the last one, but probably will be one of the most important ones in the near future, is putting F45 studios on military bases. We're currently putting one on the Marine Corps base here in San Diego, and we have talks with AAFES to place F45 studios in Texas in the next several months. So that's extremely exciting. So let me take a step back. In January, we launched our program. In February, we launched a boot camp. All right. In February, we hosted a VIP45 event at MCAS Miramar, and we had over 1,000 people pre-register, and we had over 500 plus people work out with us. Mark Wahlberg flew in, and we hosted this event to do a couple things. Number 1 is to introduce service members to the F45 program. That's number 1. Number 2 is to announce our VIP45 initiatives and placing F45 studios on military bases. And that has led us up to today. Today we have a very special guest, but before I introduce her, I'm going to let Carolyn introduce herself, and then we'll bring Rafeal in to introduce himself. Carolyn?
Thank you, Michael. So my name is Carol-Ann Chambers, and I'm the Academic and Program Development Officer here for Team VIP45. And I've been charged with creating and developing all of our various programs and initiatives. And I'm just so excited to have Rafael Perez here today, because we feel that he truly embodies everything we're looking for as far as a participant and a graduate in our program. So Michael, I want to turn it over to you so we could just jump right in and kind of learn a little bit more about Rafael and what's led us here today.
Rafeal, just go ahead and quickly introduce yourself, and then we'll get into some questions that I have for you so you can share with others.
Hello, my name is Rafael Perez. I was a sergeant in the Marine Corps. I did 5 years, and I recently got out.
So here's the cool thing about Rafeal. So that Miramar event that we had in February, Rafeal signed up, came, had an amazing workout, but then he realized that we provided a career progression roadmap to basically help him get out of the military. So let's just quickly talk about this, Rafeal. You were active duty in the Marines, you were a sergeant in the Marines, and you were at a point where you didn't know if you were going to get out or stay in. Talk about that.
Yes. So it was coming up on the end of my tour, and it was that time where you decide, hey, do I want to re-enlist, or hey, do I want to get out and go on to the next step of my life? For me, I was kind of stuck because the Marine Corps did offer that job security, but it wasn't something that I wanted to wake up and do every day. So came the event of Mark Wahlberg coming out, VIP45 coming out, and everybody coming out, and I attended, and I really enjoyed it. And it was something that I could see myself doing. So I signed up, I went online, applied and everything, and I got in contact with Michael, and I started the whole process, and here I am today.
So up to this point, tell us a little bit more about your fitness background while you were involved in the military. Like, were you a coach? Were you a trainer? Talk about that.
So I'll bring it back just a little before. I was in high school. I was a really big kid. I was 270 pounds, and I had never really worked out. And came time to get out of high school, and I wanted to join the military, but I was overweight. So there I began my fitness journey. I lost 70 pounds, was able to enlist, and then once I got into the Marine Corps, I further continued that. I did everything from running to bodybuilding to powerlifting to like strongman activities. And then, and that was really my personality. That was what I enjoyed doing. So my shop looked onto me to be in charge of facilitating working out or the workouts. So I would always take charge, lead the programming for the workouts for the day, and then guided everyone through the workout. So that's really my background. I did like all the certifications the Marine Corps allowed, the high intensity tactical training, like everything that the Marine Corps had. Like I applied for it, and I went into it and used that knowledge to help my Marines out.
So, so you got into fitness because you wanted to join the military, and when you got inside the military, you utilized that drive to help make a difference in other people's lives by becoming a certified trainer for the military to help ensure that your troops were fit.
Yes.
Awesome. Caroline?
Yeah, so you talked a little bit about your fitness journey during your time serving as a Marine. Can you elaborate a little bit? So you were able to obtain a few different fitness certifications during your time there. Is that true? Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes. So on base, they offered the Marine Corps' version of high intensity training. It's called high intensity tactical training, HIT. And they offered a level 1 and level 2 certification. I went through those courses, and I also was able to get TRX certified through them as well. And I also did the Semper Fit course that the Marine Corps offered.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like a way of life for you. But
Yes.
up to this point, and I think that a lot of service members don't realize this, that fitness can actually become a career. I mean, I'm assuming, based upon all the dialogue that we've had back and forth, is when we hosted the F45 event at Miramar, that was the spark that you needed to know that this is the direction I needed to go.
Yes, it really opened up my eyes to be like, hey, I don't have to not enjoy what I'm doing every day. I can wake up and, chase that and continue further on, help other people out in my community as well.
It's pretty amazing. So why did you decide to join the VIP45 program, which is basically, for those that don't know, I just elaborate, we help service members. We provide that roadmap. If you're certified, you're not certified, here's what you need to do. Why did you decide to jump on board?
So VIP45 really set a path forward for me, because before that, I didn't have a path. I was just either, going to get out and find my way, just do my job on the outside, or just stay in the military. And VIP45 really set up that program, set up a pathway for me from A to B and to now to employment, and they helped me along the whole way.
And Rafael, can you tell us a little bit about your experience as far as once you joined the VIP45 program? How did you find the training and onboarding that you did with the F45 Academy through the online portal? And how did you find the job shadowing? Just tell us a little bit more about your experience as far as training and preparing.
So as soon as I was able to sign up and I got all the information, I tacked it head on. I knocked out the academy first thing, and then as soon as I was able to finish that, I went on to the in-studio shadowing. I did 45 hours of that over in San Diego. And from day one, my thought was just, hey, I'm going to come in and stand in the corner and, check it out, see what they're doing. But the head coach there, he was like, nope. He just pushed me right in, right into the work, going, adjusting people, helping people out, sending cues to people, trying to motivate them. And that was from day one, all 45 hours of it.
From my time in the military, one of the things that I've taken away, I had the honor of serving 12 years in the Marines. And one of the things that one of my quotes I created is put as much structure in place to eliminate as much failure as possible. And as someone that has fitness experience, to join the F45 network and to get into job shadowing, tell us about the experience of the structure and how F45 facilitated you to become a certified personal trainer.
So F45 has a great program intact already. Pretty much I am there to help and motivate the people, and then the structure and the programming is already there. And so it takes out a lot of the work of like having to create the programming and, day-to-day stuff like that. But so you're just there motivating, giving cues to people. Hey, straighten your back, chest up, adjusting people that way. And it really takes out the programming structure of it. So you don't really have to do that. You just focus on the client and, helping them reach their goals.
So as a coach, you would just show up, the classes play, and you're there to support the client, not to teach the class.
Exactly.
And Rafael, we could definitely see a big change in you. You seem to have really flourished and kind of come into your own through this whole experience. I was just wondering if you could tell us a little bit more about how you feel like you've changed as a person and as a leader through this experience, through the VIP45 program leading to this moment today.
So prior to F45, although I did have a big passion for fitness, what always scared me was talking to people like I didn't really know and weren't used to talking to. And F45 really just throws you out there and lets you get to know the members, bring some members to you, have one-on-one conversations with them. And it really forces you to put yourself out there and, get loud and motivate you. And it really takes you out of that bubble. And I believe before F45, I was like really shy and, just in the corner. But F45 really opened me up, made me get more confident today, and helps me speak to everybody. And without it, I don't know where I'd be right now.
Well, and to me, that's that's pretty unique, because being a Marine, most people would think that you're outgoing and loud and boisterous. Especially me, like people that know me, I'm like intense because that's my personality. Plus, I was a Marine Corps drill instructor. I'm used to like demanding results, demanding authenticity and hard work and perseverance. But you, on the other hand, someone that's like you, that's, I wouldn't say shy, I would just say quiet, reserved, and how did serving 5 years in the Marines, they never got that personality out of you, but now F45 is able to get that out of you? Tell us about that.
So whenever, so in the Marine Corps, you were with your certain group of people that you knew every day. So I become accustomed to them. I was able to tell them yes, no, give them corrections, and I was comfortable with that. What I wasn't comfortable with was going out in like public and random strangers, like, hey, like talking to them or like, conversating with them. What F45 did was just throw me into that. They didn't really give me the option to be quiet and like not be able to talk to them. It just throws you in there, tells you, hey, yell at so-and-so, correct so-and-so, and they're really receptive of it.
Yeah.
And F45 really opened that up for me.
So it was like it was already there. We just helped you unlock that true potential.
Exactly.
I mean, and honestly, this has been a dream of mine for over a decade, creating a roadmap for service members to get out, get into the fitness industry, and to really take your military skill sets and go and make an impact in your local community. And you're the first graduate of the VIP45 program. You're the first one to say, hey, I'm in, coach, put me in. What do you want me to do? How do you want me to do it? I'm all in 100%. And the crazy part about it is our event was in February. You didn't know what you were going to do, stay in or get out. And here we are, fast forward, we're in July. You're out of the Marines for the last 3 weeks now. You're a certified personal trainer. You got hired at a F45 studio in Texas. And now you have an opportunity to take your military skill sets and take it back to your local community and make an impact in people's lives. Tell me about
it.
Sitting here now, it's mind blowing because, like you said, like I was just at the event not too long ago, and here I am, boom, out of the Marine Corps, certified personal trainer, working at F45 studio. Before that, like, who knows where I'd be, but here I am, and it's crazy, but I'm excited for the future, and, I'm really grateful for all the opportunities that 45 brought on the table for me.
And speaking of that, Rafeal, where do you see yourself in a year, 3 years, 5 years from now? What are some of the goals that you have for the near and distant future?
So the goal right now is to continue through F45, get that apprenticeship going, get my degree. But within the next 3 to 5 years, I want to open up my own studio. That's the goal of mine. I want to chase that entrepreneurship, help impact my community even more by opening up my own studio around my local area.
I was writing something this morning, while you're in the military, fitness is a way of life. Why can't fitness be a way of life outside of the military? All you got to do is just take that military mindset, shift it a little bit, and you can go and make an impact in your local community. That is what the Veterans Impact Program is all about, is us getting access to the service members while they're still on active duty, giving them that roadmap, helping them get certified, help them get everything accomplished, and they get out and they go and not only get a job, because we all need work. We live in a monetary society. We all need work. But if you can do something that you're passionate about, you wake up every day enthusiastic about yelling or motivating or inspiring somebody to be better, like to me, the way I see as a trainer, because I've been training people for over 20 years, like this could be the best 1 hour, 45 minutes of your life. And as a coach, having the ability to bring that to the table, and it's not about life or death like it is in the military, but it's about really making an impact. Tell me a little bit more about how speaking into someone's life, positivity, the being positive as a coach. What are you noticing from your clients when the class is over? What do they do?
I really feel like when members come into the studio, that your job is not only to train and like motivate them, they're also there for you and like the workout. They're there for, you want to have that positive attitude, that positive mentality, you're either the first part of the day or the last part of the day. So you want to end it either start on a good note, like, hey, this is gonna be a good day, let's get this workout in, and go on with your day. Or hey, work might have not been that well, but we're gonna get you a good workout in, and you're gonna end the day on a good note. And F45 is, like I said, is like the best way forward doing that.
Yeah. Can you tell us about your current status at F45? Where are you at as far as, employment and your location and the studio that you're involved in? Tell us a little bit more about that.
So I got out of the Marine Corps 3 weeks ago, and as of last week, I am officially a coach here at F45 Lakeway in Austin, Texas.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Exactly what we set out to do, you have accomplished. And you're the first one to do it. and that event didn't happen. It happened in February, just to kind of give you that spark. And that spark, here we are, has manifested into out of the Marines, have a full-time job, coaching and teaching and motivating and inspiring people.
And Rafael, if you were talking to a Marine maybe who would be interested in this program, or just anybody out in the military community, what would you say to them? Why would you tell them to get involved with the VIP45 program?
I think if you're either active duty or just like a veteran and like you really don't have a path forward, but fitness is a big passion of yours, I think VIP45 program is like the best path forward for you, because they get you certified, they get you a job, and they get you that training you need, and it opens up the path for the next chapter of your life to be in that industry, of the fitness industry.
So being honest and transparent, if we didn't have that event at Miramar in February, would you still be in the Marines?
I don't know if I would be in the Marine Corps, but I definitely wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today. I wouldn't have found my passion. I'd probably be doing the same job on the outside, like dreading waking up every morning.
What was your job while you were in the Marines?
I was an aviation electronic technician. So I would probably
have electrical background, engineer. So you're a smart guy, but fitness is a passion.
Exactly. Yes, there is good money on that field on the outside, but that's not what I'm in it for. I'm in it for, that passion, that waking up, that helping people each and every day. And that's why I'm here today.
One of my quotes, I have quite a few. One of my quotes is, do what you love and people will love what you do. Meaning that you show up to work, it's not a job, it's something that you're enthusiastic about. And if you do that, you find your lane. And it seems like, and look, we're only 3 weeks out of the Marines. It seems like you're on the right path and you have the right spark and you have the right attitude to 3 years from now, be your own F45 studio owner, and wherever you decide to plant that studio, and not only plant the studio, but actually make it extremely successful and help the next, once you get to the top of the mountain, it's about reaching back and helping the next generation. By you coming on the Zoom and, sharing your testimony with other people, this is an opportunity for you to give a hand up to those that want a hand up in life.
Exactly.
So look, Caroline, you have any more questions?
I was just going to say, is there any other final thoughts, maybe, Rafael, before we close today, that you'd like to share with us or the world?
I think I just want to say thank you. I'm really grateful, because like I said, like, I don't know where I'd be right now. Like, I'd probably just be waking up dreading each and every day, but I'm not right now. I'm waking up enthusiastic about the day, looking forward to the day. And it's not, like you said, it doesn't feel like a job. It just feels like, I'm just doing my passion. So I'm really grateful.
That's an amazing feeling, right?
Yeah.
That's an amazing feeling. I was 12 years in the Marines. I was 10 years at the Department of Veterans Affairs, had 22 years of federal service, but I knew that fitness and roadmaps and helping service members was my end goal towards my destiny. And like, as the director of military operations here for F45, I'm passionate about what I do. I wake up every day and it's not a job. It's like, I'm excited to be here. And the same thing for you. You're excited to be there. And when you get somebody in their right lane, the key word here is impact. You go and make an impact in people's lives. And by the grace of God, we've all come here together and we've stood up the program. We stabilized the program. We implemented the program. And you're a prime example of what could potentially happen. Let me give you another testimony before I let you go. There was another Marine at the Miramar event. He's a captain in the Marines. He saw and worked out and did the F45 event, fell in love with it, got hired as a coach, and long story short, they loved him so much that they actually made him a co-owner of an F45 studio. And I just found out this week that he was at the Miramar event. And just by doing what you love, people will love what you do. You start changing people's lives, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Well, we'll definitely be checking back in with you, Rafael, to see how things keep going and progressing with your new position. And we wish you all the best of luck with everything you're doing. Keep on keeping on. And we look forward to circling back with you in the near future to check in and see how things are going.
All right. Sounds good. Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you so much, Rafael. Simplify and stay flexible out there.
Okay. We'll do.
All right. Hoorah. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.